So I want to talk about rand manipulation, more specifically the case that blew up late last year in which 28 banks were accused of rand manipulation or price fixing by the Competition Commission. The alleged misconduct involved a handful of traders who between 2007 to 2013 assisted or colluded with each other on risk positions instead of following the regular trading patterns. Standard Chartered Bank, a UK-based bank, has already pleaded guilty and agreed to pay a fine of 43 million rand. This is a little funny because in the US they paid a fine of north of 500 million rands. So you just wonder if that fine is applicable, if that fine is fair, and if they should have maybe got a harsher punishment for the work, even though they did plead guilty and offered to pay the fine without going through the whole tribunal process. Now, to everyone's surprise, well, I don't think it's to everyone's surprise because the banks always seem to be getting away with stuff. The Competition Appeal Court has thrown out the cases against 23 of the 28 banks that the Competition Commission preferred charges against, which means that only 5 of the banks are going to be prosecuted by the Competition Commission in this case because of lack of evidence against the other 25 banks. So this leaves the Commission with the ability to only institute a trial against JP Morgan Chase, BNP Paribas, HSBC, Credit Suisse, apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and Investec. Interesting enough, Investec is the only South African bank left in this case because all the other South African banks lodged an application to the Competition Appeals Court to dismiss the case on the basis of lack of evidence. But Investec, for some reason, did not feel the need to approach the Competition Appeals Court, which is a little suspicious, but you know, we're not going to draw any conclusions because of the presumption of innocence and all of those sort of things. But now I think, you know, we really need to, as a country, look at this case and look at how the situation has unfolded. It's clearly known that rand manipulation has happened. The rand has been manipulated. This means that goods and services internationally have been more expensive because of the rand losing its value, and which also means that for the international buyers buying locally, it's been cheaper for them to buy because of also again the price of the rand being fixed. And throughout all of this, banks were making a whole bunch of money. I mean, this is common cause, this is known. However, it's hard to prove exactly who's guilty of what, as you've seen with this Competition Appeals Court case. Now I think we need to really look at this as a country. We need to form a regulatory body, or we need to find a regulatory body which should be responsible for prosecuting these sort of actions. Oh, sorry about that. I was saying that in the history of the Competition Commission, no one has ever been successfully criminally prosecuted, which is very worrisome because in a case like this, you know, someone definitely needs to go to jail, and unfortunately I don't think that the Competition Commission is the right body to carry that out. So we really as a country need to do an introspection, and hopefully our governments will look into this matter further. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and as always, Thabani, boy.